Test. Okay. Sorry about that. I think I had a brief hiccup with my mic, which was a little weird. I do apologize if you didn't have any audio from me during that. I just discovered that, oh, my mic wasn't picking up. So I guess that's the version of this reading you're getting. As such, your fellow scions have already begun an exhaustive search, but there are several sectors which only you, Kryl, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Let us make our way to Azizla forthwith and aid the investigations. So to recap, there's just Zervan. He's being sustained by his worshippers that were imprisoned in stasis, and so while the others search for those individuals, we will be doing what we do best and going in and dealing with the primal. Pretty straightforward. And when I pick this up, I'm not going to read it. One moment. And that was my cat freaking out about having shut herself in the room. Okay, so we just go now to Azizla. If you like what you see at any point, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, hit the notification bells, yada yada yada. Given the fact that they call this the flagship, did it actually travel anywhere? Or was it just a construct put here? Huh. Here's the effigy of the one that we are going to be facing, and yet there are still wings poking out of the center of the tower. But yeah, sorry about the mic hiccup a moment ago. Myrokos, it's good we caught you. The facility has been swarmed by Imperial troops. Of course it has. By their standards, did we judge them soldiers of the 6th Legion? Of course they are. I once more doth regular Van Hydrus stretch forth his hand to seize the forbidden fruits of Alag. And once more have our meticulous words been swept aside like so many cobwebs. Your meddlesome wards were destroyed from within by pulsating energies of an icon. Oh, so he's already been inside. Nay, put up your weapons and listen. The followers of Zervan have awakened. and they toil to ruse their master. The demon's worshippers yet slumbered when we confronted Sophia. Could the tampering of her thralls have been more widespread than we thought? They shared a common enemy. 'Tis not unthinkable that they would seek to free all those the Allegans had imprisoned. Yes, the cage doors are open, and whilst you stand here quibbling over who picked the locks, my soldiers are inside the facility risking their lives and their sanity. They have volunteered to face death to prevent Zervan's servants from waking him in the fullness of his power. Now, assuming you have at least understood the gravity of the situation, it is time that I rejoin them. But you cannot hope to succeed. The Icon will enslave the minds of any who draw near. Thus did I seek out those with the power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhap my men will not perish in vain. You propose an alliance. I have delved into the depths of this place and found its technology wanting. These mechanisms have failed to hold their prisoners, and such broken artifacts are unfit to bring before the Emperor. I have twice have you bested me in combat. Will you now lend me that strength and stand against our mutual foe? 'Twas in opposing your reckless schemes that Azale was lost to us. You expect us to simply forgive and forget all that has come before? I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment. But of course, I am dealing with savages. I will not stand here and justify the death of the Ice Maiden. We pursued our ideals and you pursued yours. Such was the result, and mayhap you might consider another point. In these endless clashes, we have all lost comrades dear to us, yet I choose to put aside past grievances to beg your champion's aid, to appeal to your reason. Thou art willing to build a bridge of common purpose upon such tremulous foundations. I too am hesitant to accept this arrangement, Archon Ishtola, but the offer has been made to the Warrior of Light, and 'tis involvement which shall ultimately sway its outcome. I shall abide by Myrokos' decision. Oh, it's so they're all chucking it over to me. Zervan's gotta be stopped above all else. I can deal with the Empire another day. Then for better or worse, we shall fight at your side. Mistress Kyle and I are also resistant to primal influence. We shall aid you where we can. Then let us be on our way. Our companions have already passed through to the research facility. We should not lag behind. More cutscenes. The demon stirs. Like a suckling babe, he feedeth upon the ether siphoned unto him by his thralls. We must needs deprive him of this sustenance. Then we destroy those devices. Hold, witness your soldiers. Oh no, they've turned one against the other. Even half awake, Zervan corrupts and converts those who enter his aura. The three of us then, Myrokos, Unukalhai, we rush together and each disable a generator. We cannot give them the chance to rally defense. Alright. There are 4 mechanisms by my count. If I can avoid the icon's miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one. We all of us have pledged our lives to keep your lives. I would rather you tend to my fallen. Some may yet survive with their minds intact. Smart. I know not if my strength will be enough. I am no champion. The battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with a unique talent and an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. Ooh, he's good. That is so true. And like, even though he sees us as savages, he's willing to give us encouragement. I like that. Damn, I hate fighting him, but I like his attitude. That's really good. Would that there were more Imperials like him. We strike. Oh yeah. Gods, Zervan is... Oh. Oh no. Unukalhai. Uh-oh. Woo. Whoa. Oh man. This isn't good. He slumbers once more. You saved me. Why? I told you, boy. Yours is a gift too precious to waste. A gift the Emperor may one day have need of in his war upon these untamable icons. Emperor Varus, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. I gladly give my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Zervan. Oh, It's so sad. And we just get to know him, and then you finally get to know him as a person, not just a mustache-twirling villain, and then he's dead. We must needs withdraw and prepare our assault. At the cost of his very life, the legatus hath prized open up for us a window of opportunity. Okay, talk to people. 'Tis not often that I dare approach so closely to entities such as Zervan. How sharply I am reminded of the burden we place upon those whom are blessed with the Echo. Those wounded soldiers will live, but further battle is beyond them. I have counseled them to remain here until their compatriots arrive to bear them home. I had thought Regula a cold and ruthless man, but he showed surprising compassion for his soldiers. And it also seems he placed great trust in his emperor. If Regula could be convinced that the technology for containing primals is fatally flawed, then mayhap Varus can be convinced as well. Forgive me if I show little gratitude for my rescue. It is said that the Emperor and Van Hydrus were childhood friends. Foul fortune that we should be the ones to bring news of his death. The research facility crawls with Zervan's faithful, and they will not cease in their efforts to arouse him. If you would honor the legatus' sacrifice, then you must slaughter those fiends to the last. We do what we can. He's dead. Had I only been stronger. Well, you have time to grow and learn. Enough of that. There will be time for regrets after we've rid the world of Zervan. Kryl has the right of it. The demon has fallen back into torpor for now, but we must act swiftly if Regula's death is to have meaning. The survivors speak of an army of thralls loose in the facility, and we must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon. Let us concentrate upon diverting them from their task. Mr. Kryl and Master Unukalhai, prithee secure the controls to Zervan's shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Arkanishtola and I shall forge ahead and strike down those thralls as would seek to harry. Warrior of Light, thine is, as ever, the most perilous duty. Gather thee thy trusted companions and extinguish from the realm the fires of the demon himself. Yep. The last pillar of the warring Triad is set to fall. Let's see this to the end. The legatus spoke truly. The thick of battle is no place to question oneself, and I will accept any forthcoming duty with certitude or not at all. So, good, he's learning. Okay, here we go.
There's been enough sacrifice for one day. We must take the chance we've been given and defeat Zurban now!
Good and evil, the war eternal!
Oh, so he has actual voice lines in the fight. Okay.
My doubt is fled.
It's a dot thing on my head. Okay, oh, that's that.
I shall rise above all. Bear witness to my will. Bow to my infallible judgment.
Okay, what's happening? great.
Suffer in endless torment.
Stay behind the boss. Remember that. Oh no.
Suffer in endless torment. If such is my fate.
Incredible as always, Myrokos. Hopefully that will be the last our world sees of the likes of Zerva. Every one of his thralls has been slain. As far as we can determine, our victory over the warring Triad is complete. An impossible feat had we not been blessed with your cooperation. Let us not forget the efforts of Regula Van Hydrus and his men. Without their noble sacrifice, the demon would have awoken far sooner and possessed of far more formidable energies. The bodies of the fallen now accompany the survivors on the return journey to Garlemald. 'Tis known that the Imperials recognize no god, yet they would honor the dead in their own fashion. And when we next meet, our fleeting alliance will surely be forgotten. It was an interesting exchange nonetheless. They spoke of their past ruler as a man who values self-sufficiency. Varus befriended Regula in their youth, it seems, and was highly impressed by his martial prowess. 'Tis common knowledge that Regula's rise to Legatus was in great part advocated by the Emperor himself. Regula freely admitted his shortcomings when it came to politics, and it was Varus's unconditional support that served to win his undying fealty. One does not expect such tales of comradeship to lurk beneath the Empire's iron exterior. Contrary to all expectations, the man died a hero, witnessing the way you all leapt into danger without hesitation. It would seem I am surrounded by heroes. And yet my own actions were aught but heroic. I have not the qualities nor the character to stand at the Warrior of Light's side. What a curious thing to say. Are you truly concerned that you do not measure up to some arbitrary requirement? If you knew the path I walked to reach this place, then you would understand why I doubt myself so. Return with me to the Rising Stones, and I shall tell you of it. And while I'm here, I might as well... Your sacrifice is appreciated. Oh man. And just since I'm here, I might as well. Just getting those unlocked so it's out of the way. I'll be back to get the final stream unlocked, but yeah, I can do this way. If you like what you see at any point, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow me on Twitch. Hit the notification bell. It helps. Lets me know that there's someone out there that likes what I'm doing. A small gesture, but an appreciated one. Okay, time to spill your guts. With your victory over Zervan, the Warring Triad is finally defeated. I am afraid, however, that my known efforts have often been more hindrance than help, and you and your fellow Scions deserve to hear the reasons behind my actions. Okay? I promise to tell you of my journey, of who I am, of where I am from. The truth is, I am not of this world. I was born of a different star, a child whose power of the echo was too feeble to save his dying world. A child who, unlike you, never became a warrior of light. When all I knew stood on the brink of destruction, I was yet half grown. Had I been born but a handful of years earlier, history may have been written a different tale. The seeds of other heroes that had yet to fully sprout may not have withered and perished. The star I failed to save is known to you now as the Void. He's from the Void? Or rather, the world it was. Though Myrokos knew not that I spoke of my homeland, I have explained to him before the cause of its ruin. A magic was devised to contain a defeated primal's might within a stone known as Orosite, and the energies which bled from this imperfect vessel gradually corrupted the champions who wielded it. These heroes became slaves to an insatiable hunger for ether, eventually transforming into hideous fiends, and none who clung to the faint traces of light were strong enough to oppose them. The demons next turned upon each other in a war which drained the land's ether in ever greater amounts, until one day the star was suddenly swallowed in a flood of darkness, an entire world unmade in an instant. The void scent you encounter here in this realm are the twisted remnants of once mortal beings who gnaw on what motes of life force remain. Oh my, that's rather grim. Elidibus. As I lay dying, beaten and broken in my failed last stand, 'twas my present master who found my tormented spirit and bore me away to the rift betwixt worlds. 'Twas he who first introduced me to Urianger. At my mentor's feet did I learn of the nature of reality, of the existence. Did he just admit that? Wait a minute. Did he just admit that Urianger has met with Elidibus? Urianger, you have some explaining to do. At my mentor's feet did I learn of the nature of reality, of the existence of mirrored worlds, and the eternal struggle between dark and light. Sudden and overwhelming superiority of either side will shatter the balance, and the world in question will be returned to the void by a calamity beyond imagining. As the self-appointed custodian of this balance, my master warned me that the source, the first of all worlds, slips perilously close to oblivion. In what spirit did this master prefer such a warning? A benevolent gesture or veiled threat? Well, surely you have a guess, Urianger. You've at least met him, haven't you? To these questions and more I do mean to coax forth answers, yet no matter his intention, that Hydaelyn doth teeter on a knife's edge is an undeniable truth. Knowing this, what choice was given you to make? Damn, Urianger is hard to read. I chose to join my master and act as his instrument on this star. The tragedy that befell my home cannot be repeated. I will see this world saved. And yet, I hesitated at the most crucial of moments. What right have I to stand alongside a true warrior of light? In thine own words, thou wert called before thy time, and I offer that thou dwellst overmuch on the question of what maketh the hero. The search for the answer leaveth thee paralyzed by doubt. Heed me, Master Unukalhai. Thou needst not believe thyself a hero to perform great deeds. 'Tis the deed itself which earneth thee the hero's mantle. Yep. Yeah. If you think yourself the hero, you're probably not. But if by your deeds you are hailed as a hero, then it's by your deeds that you are measured. True enough. So based. Aye, the ideals you hold can be less important than having the faith to act upon them. Regula's loyalty to the Emperor guided his actions until the last, And though we did not see eye to eye on many things, his final deeds can be called not less than heroic. Personally, I find the faith of my companion that the faith of my companions allows me to act unhindered by uncertainty. I know that should I ever falter, Myrokos and the others will be there to support me, or steer me back onto the right path if needed. I see. In the days leading up to my world's destruction, I was entirely alone. I never knew what it was to have such comrades. That's sad. I cannot imagine the loneliness you must have felt. But look around you now, Unokalhai. You're not alone anymore. Nope. You've got us. Welcome to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Hey, we have another Scion! Yay. Very nice. I will fulfill my purpose to save this world, and when I stumble, I shall be glad to have your hands there to steady me. My apologies, this is difficult for me. For so long have I spoken from behind a mask. We should all feel comfortable speaking without such concealments. Ooh, rich, given the fact that you wear a hood with goggles, etc. I should hope you appreciate the irony of that statement, Urianjay. You tell him, Ishtar. Oh, yeah. And I'll get the... Okay, so with that, I'm going to call this particular stream to a close because I just wanted it to span the rest of the Warring Triad. The next time I stream will likely be covering the Heavensward Alliance raid, the Shadows of Mach. And with that, I will see you anon, friends.